embark on a journey into the heart of Buddhist wisdom as we explore the nature of mental formations. Discover how these teachings illuminate the roots of your thoughts and emotions, guiding you toward inner peace and clarity. We invite you to share your current time, location, and a brief reflection on mental formations in the comments. As we delve deeper, let's examine the role of intention in shaping these formations. In the quiet stillness of the present moment, we begin to uncover the subtle yet profound forces that shape our inner world. Mental formations, those habits of mind that color our perceptions and guide our actions, are not random or accidental. They arise from the seeds of intention, the first flicker of thought that sets into motion a cascade of effects. In Buddhist philosophy, intention is the foundation upon which mental formations are built. It is the spark that ignites the fire of thought, emotion, and action, shaping the contours of our experience. Intention is not merely a fleeting desire or a casual wish. It is the deliberate choice to move in a particular direction, the quiet resolve that underpins every action. When we cultivate awareness of our intentions, we gain insight into how they influence our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. A kindly intention, for example, may give rise to compassion and understanding, while a reactive intention may lead to frustration and conflict. By observing the interplay between intention and mental formations, we begin to see the patterns that govern our lives. Let us consider a simple Zen story to illustrate this point. A young boy once approached his teacher, asking, "How can I bend a bamboo without breaking it?" The teacher replied, "By bending it with care and patience, day by day." Just as the bamboo is shaped by the gentle yet persistent force of intention, so too are our mental formations influenced by the intentions we hold. Over time, these intentions create grooves in the mind, making it easier to think, feel, and act in certain ways. To deepen our understanding, let us pause for a moment of reflection. Think of a recent intention you held, perhaps a desire to act kindly, to achieve a goal, or to resolve a conflict. What thoughts and emotions arose in its wake? How did your actions unfold as a result? Did the outcomes align with your initial intention, or did they veer off course? By examining these connections, we gain clarity into the power of intention and its role in shaping our mental landscape. Understanding intention is the first step toward transforming the mental formations that govern our lives. It is the gateway to exploring deeper aspects of this wisdom, where we can learn to cultivate wholesome intentions and release unwholesome ones. In the next chapter, we will delve into the process of observing and transforming mental formations, uncovering how we can live with greater awareness and freedom. For now, carry this reflection with you and notice the intentions that guide your actions throughout the day. In doing so, you will begin to see the profound impact they have on your mental formations and, ultimately, on your path toward inner peace and wisdom. Welcome back, friends, to this journey of understanding. Today, we delve deeper into the essence of Buddhist wisdom, exploring the intricate nature of mental formations through the lens of the five aggregates. Let us embark on this contemplative journey with an open heart and an inquisitive mind. At the core of Buddhist philosophy lies the teaching of the five aggregates: form, sensation, perception, mental formations, and consciousness. These aggregates are the building blocks of our experience, each playing a unique role in shaping our reality. Form refers to our physical body and the material world, while sensation captures the feelings that arise from our senses. Perception involves how we interpret these sensations, and consciousness is the awareness that binds them all together. Central to our exploration today is the fourth aggregate, mental formations. These are the habits, tendencies, and conditioned responses that shape our thoughts and actions. Mental formations interact dynamically with the other aggregates, influencing how we perceive and react to the world. For instance, a sensation of discomfort can lead to a perception of aversion, which, fueled by mental formations, might result in avoidance or anxiety. To illustrate this, consider the Zen example of walking in a garden. As you stroll, you notice a flower. This is form. The sensation of sunlight on your skin arises, followed by the perception of warmth. If a mental formation such as impatience is present, it might lead to an aversive reaction, urging you to move quickly. Conversely, if mindfulness is cultivated, you might pause, savor the moment, and appreciate the beauty around you. This example highlights how mental formations guide our experiences, shaping them into stories that either bind or liberate us. Now, let us turn to practical reflection. Take a moment to observe your daily life. Notice a mental formation at play, perhaps a tendency to react with frustration when plans change. Pay attention to how this formation interacts with your sensations and perceptions. When you encounter a delay, observe the physical sensations that arise and the thoughts that follow. By becoming aware of these patterns, you can begin to see them as transient phenomena rather than absolute truths. As we conclude this segment, we approach the threshold of the Four Noble Truths. Here, we will uncover how mental formations are deeply intertwined with the nature of suffering. The next chapter will reveal how understanding these truths can lead to liberation, offering insights into the path toward peace and clarity. In closing, remember that each moment is an opportunity for awareness and growth. May this exploration inspire you to approach life with curiosity and kindness, recognizing the ever-changing nature of mental formations. Until next time, walk gently with the awareness of a mindful observer. In the heart of Buddhist wisdom, the Four Noble Truths reveal a profound understanding of human experience, particularly the role of mental formations in shaping our lives. At the core of these teachings lies the recognition that mental formations, the conditioned patterns of thought, belief, and reaction that arise in the mind, are deeply intertwined with the origins of suffering. The first noble truth, dukkha, speaks to the inherent unsatisfactoriness of life, while the second noble truth identifies craving as the root cause of this suffering. Yet it is mental formations that fuel this cycle, as they color our perceptions, amplify our desires, and entangle us in attachment. Consider the way mental formations operate. When we encounter an experience, our conditioned responses, likes, dislikes, judgments, arise almost automatically. These responses are not random. They are shaped by past conditioning, habits, and beliefs. Over time, these patterns solidify, creating a feedback loop that reinforces our attachment to what we desire and our aversion to what we fear. This is how mental formations lead to craving, and how craving, in turn, deepens our suffering. A Zen story illustrates this beautifully. A monk, overwhelmed by the pressures of monastic life, found himself consumed by impatience. Whenever a task took longer than he expected, frustration arose, followed by irritation, and soon a sense of despair. These mental formations, impatience, frustration, irritation, were not isolated events. They were interconnected, each feeding the next. The monk realized that his suffering was not caused by the tasks themselves, but by the mental formations that colored his experience. Through mindful reflection, he began to observe these patterns without judgment, seeing them for what they were, transient phenomena arising and passing away. Over time, this awareness allowed him to break the cycle, transforming his relationship to these mental formations and, in doing so, finding freedom from their grip. To reflect on this, consider a moment in your own life when mental formations contributed to suffering. Perhaps a time when anger arose, not just as a fleeting emotion, but as a persistent pattern that colored your interactions and decisions. Or a moment when fear, rooted in past experiences, clouded your judgment and led to avoidance or withdrawal. What was the role of mental formations in that situation? How did they shape your reactions and perpetuate your suffering? By examining these moments with clarity and compassion, we can begin to see the interplay between mental formations and the origins of suffering, and recognize the potential for transformation. As we move forward, we will explore how the Eightfold Path offers a practical approach to transforming these mental formations. Through ethical conduct, mindful awareness, and wisdom, we can begin to unravel the patterns that bind us and cultivate a mind that is free, open, and at ease. In the quiet stillness of our inner world, mental formations arise, shaping our thoughts, emotions, and actions. These formations, though often unconscious, hold the power to either bind us to suffering or guide us toward liberation. The Eightfold Path, a timeless wisdom taught by the Buddha, offers a practical roadmap for transforming these mental formations, helping us navigate the complexities of the mind with clarity and intention. At the heart of the Eightfold Path lies the cultivation of right intention and right mindfulness. Right intention calls us to align our thoughts and actions with kindness, harmlessness, and the well-being of all beings. It is the seed from which wholesome mental formations grow. Right mindfulness, on the other hand, invites us to be fully present, observing our thoughts and emotions without judgment. Through this awareness, we can recognize the arising of unwholesome mental formations and gently guide them toward more constructive paths. Consider the story of a Zen monk who, during his meditation, noticed a persistent feeling of irritation arising within him. Instead of resisting or condemning this emotion, he chose to observe it with curiosity and without judgment. Through right mindfulness, he saw how this irritation was linked to a pattern of impatience that had taken root in his mind. With right intention, he vowed to cultivate patience, not by suppressing the irritation, but by understanding its origins and transforming it into a source of compassion. Over time, this practice softened his heart and transformed his mental landscape. Reflect on your own experience. Which aspect of the Eightfold Path resonates most deeply with you? Is it the clarity of right view, the ethical integrity of right speech, or the disciplined focus of right effort? Choose one area to focus on and let it become a guiding principle in your daily life. By integrating these teachings into your actions, you begin to reshape your mental formations, creating a foundation for greater peace and wisdom. As we continue our journey, we will explore the role of non-attachment in transforming mental formations. Through this exploration, we will discover how letting go of clinging and aversion can free us from the cycles of suffering, allowing us to experience the boundless freedom of the present moment. As we continue our journey into the transformative wisdom of Buddhism, we find ourselves at the heart of a profound teaching, the practice of non-attachment. In the previous segment, we explored how the Eightfold Path offers a practical framework for transforming mental formations, guiding us toward liberation. Now, we delve deeper into the essence of non-attachment, a principle that lies at the core of mental freedom and inner peace. Non-attachment is often misunderstood as a call to withdraw from life or to detach entirely from the world. But this is not the case. Non-attachment is about freeing ourselves from the chains of clinging and aversion, allowing us to experience life with clarity and equanimity. It is the recognition that true freedom comes not from holding tightly to what we desire, but from letting go of the mental formations that bind us. To cultivate non-attachment, we must learn to observe our mental formations without clinging. Imagine sitting by a flowing river, watching the currents of thoughts and emotions pass by. Just as the river flows without judgment, we can observe our mental formations with detachment, understanding that they are transient and impermanent. This practice requires mindfulness and patience, as it invites us to see our thoughts and feelings as passing phenomena rather than as absolute truths. A Zen master once shared a story about a monk who struggled with attachment. The monk was obsessed with a particular river, believing it to hold the secret to enlightenment. The master gently instructed the monk to observe the river without clinging, to see it as it truly was, ever-changing, dynamic, and yet always present. Over time, the monk learned to let go of his fixation, finding freedom in the realization that the river was not separate from him, nor was he separate from the river. This story teaches us that non-attachment is not about rejecting what we experience, but about embracing it with an open and spacious mind. Reflect on a situation where non-attachment could have been beneficial. Perhaps there was a time when you clung to an outcome, only to find yourself caught in frustration or disappointment. How might you have approached that situation differently, with a spirit of non-attachment? Consider the ways in which clinging to expectations or desires creates mental formations that hinder your freedom. By reflecting on these moments, you can begin to recognize the subtle patterns of attachment in your life and cultivate a more detached, yet compassionate, approach. As we move forward, we will explore how compassion plays a vital role in addressing mental formations. Just as non-attachment frees us from the chains of clinging, compassion allows us to engage with the world with kindness and understanding. Together, these principles offer a pathway to true liberation, guiding us toward a life of balance, wisdom, and inner peace. In our journey to transform mental formations, we have explored the profound guidance of the Eightfold Path and the liberating practice of non-attachment. Now, we turn to the boundless heart of compassion, a teaching that illuminates the path with warmth and wisdom. Compassion, often described as the wish to alleviate the suffering of oneself and others, is a powerful force for transforming the patterns of the mind. It is not merely a feeling but a way of being that dissolves the barriers between self and other, revealing the interconnectedness of all existence. When we approach mental formations with compassion, we begin to see them not as enemies but as opportunities for growth. Negative mental formations, such as anger or fear, often arise from a place of ignorance or attachment. By cultivating compassion, we can meet these formations with understanding rather than judgment. Imagine a river of anger flowing within you, instead of damming it or being swept away by it. Compassion invites you to understand its source and gently guide it toward a clearer, more tranquil stream. A Zen master once shared a story of a monk who struggled with feelings of resentment. Each time he encountered someone who upset him, his mind would become stormy, filled with blame and frustration. The master advised him to pause whenever these feelings arose and reflect on the suffering behind them. Ask yourself, The master said, "What pain or fear is driving this person to act in this way?" By doing so, the monk began to see the humanity in the other and in himself, and over time, his resentment softened into understanding. This practice invites us to reflect on a challenging mental formation in our own lives. Take a moment to consider a recurring thought or emotion that causes you distress. What is its origin? What does it reveal about your own unmet needs or fears? How might compassion guide you to respond differently? For example, if you find yourself caught in a cycle of self-criticism, you might ask, what part of me is feeling unworthy? And how can I offer it kindness instead? This shift from judgment to compassion can transform a mental formation from a source of suffering into a gateway to greater wisdom and freedom. As we continue our exploration, we will see how compassion harmonizes with the cultivation of equanimity, further refining our approach to mental formations. Together, these practices create a foundation of balance and clarity, allowing us to navigate the ever-changing landscape of the mind with grace and understanding. In our journey through Buddhist wisdom, we have explored the transformative power of compassion and the liberation that comes from non-attachment. Now, as we turn our attention to the mind itself, we delve into the intricate process by which mental formations arise and take shape. The mind, like a skilled artist, crafts these formations from the raw materials of our experiences, thoughts, and perceptions. Yet, understanding this process is not just an intellectual exercise, it is a path to greater clarity and freedom. At the heart of this chapter lies the interplay between the mind and mental formations. Imagine the mind as a vast, ever-flowing river. Each mental formation is like a ripple on its surface, born from the convergence of countless causes and conditions. These formations are not static, they ebb and flow, shaped by our past experiences, present circumstances, and the seeds of karma planted long ago. Consciousness, in this analogy, is the underlying current that sustains and directs the flow. It is the fertile ground from which mental formations emerge and grow. To better understand this dynamic, let us consider a Zen example. Picture a Zen monk sitting in meditation, observing the rise and fall of thoughts. Each thought, each emotion is a mental formation, a fleeting expression of the mind's activity. The monk does not cling to these formations or resist them. Instead, they watch them pass like clouds in the sky. In this practice, the monk begins to see the connection between the mind and its creations. They realize that mental formations are not separate from the mind, but are, in fact, expressions of its nature. This realization leads us to a practical reflection. Take a moment now to observe your own mind's activity. Notice how thoughts arise, how emotions shift, and how sensations ebb and flow. Do not judge or analyze. Simply observe. What do you notice? Is there a pattern to the formations that arise? How do they relate to your current state of mind? This exercise is not about changing anything, but about seeing the mind for what it is, a dynamic, ever-changing stream of consciousness. As we conclude this segment, we carry this awareness forward. The connection between mental and physical sensations is the next step in our exploration, offering deeper insights into the nature of our experience. By understanding this link, we can begin to unravel the knots of suffering and find greater peace within. Let us proceed with this newfound awareness, knowing that the journey inward is one of endless discovery and growth. In the quiet spaces between our thoughts, we find the subtle interplay of mind and body, a dance as ancient as consciousness itself. Here, where mental formations take root, we begin to unravel the profound connection between our inner states and the physical sensations that mirror them. Imagine a ripple effect, where each thought, each emotion, sends waves through our being. When we feel stress, it's not just a mental state, it manifests as tension in our shoulders, a tightness in our chest. This is the language of the body, speaking the unspoken words of our mind. Through mindfulness, we learn to listen, to observe these sensations without judgment, recognizing them as signals from our inner world. Consider the story of a monk who, in the midst of a heated debate, noticed a heat rising in his chest. Instead of reacting, he paused, breathing deeply. He saw his anger as a wave, rising and falling, and with each breath, the heat dissipated, leaving clarity in its wake. This is the power of mindfulness, transforming turbulence into tranquility. Now, take a moment to pause. Close your eyes, and with gentle attention, notice any sensations in your body. Is there tension, warmth, or ease? These are your mental formations speaking. By acknowledging them, you create space for understanding and release. Awareness is the gateway to transformation. When we observe our mental and physical sensations with kindness, we unlock the potential to change. This awareness, cultivated through mindfulness, is the key to transforming mental formations, leading us toward deeper peace and insight. As we move forward, let this awareness guide us, for in noticing, we begin to change. The next step lies in embracing this awareness, nurturing it as we journey toward a more mindful and compassionate self. Awareness is the gentle yet powerful tool that allows us to observe the dance of mental formations without becoming lost in their patterns. In Buddhism, we understand that mental formations are not static. They are dynamic processes shaped by our thoughts, emotions, and experiences. Yet, without awareness, these formations can often lead us astray, clouding our judgment and reinforcing habits that keep us bound. The teaching here is simple yet profound. Awareness is the key to transforming mental formations. When we cultivate awareness, we create a space between our thoughts and our reactions. This space is where understanding begins to arise. By observing our mental formations with clarity and without judgment, we can see their true nature, impermanent, conditioned, and free from a fixed self. This understanding is the foundation of liberation, for it allows us to step back from the automatic pilot of our conditioned responses and choose a different path. Consider the Zen example of the tea ceremony, a practice that embodies the essence of mindfulness. In the tea ceremony, every movement, from boiling the water to serving the tea, is done with full attention and intention. There is no room for distraction or hastiness. This practice teaches us that awareness is not just about observing, it is about engaging fully with the present moment. When we apply this same mindfulness to our mental formations, we can see them for what they are, transient phenomena that do not define us. Through this awareness, we can begin to transform them, letting go of what no longer serves us and nurturing what brings us peace and clarity. Now, let us reflect on a time when awareness helped you transform a mental formation. Perhaps it was a moment of anger or anxiety that arose, and instead of reacting impulsively, you paused, observed the feeling, and chose a different response. What did that feel like? How did it change the outcome? This reflection is not about judgment, but about understanding the power of awareness in your life. By acknowledging these moments, you strengthen your ability to transform mental formations in the future. As we move forward, we will explore the concept of emptiness, which offers an even deeper understanding of mental formations. By seeing their emptiness of inherent existence, we can let go of the attachments that bind us and find true freedom. But for now, remember that awareness is the gateway to this understanding. It is through awareness that we begin to see the interconnectedness of all things and the potential for transformation that lies within each of us. As we continue our exploration of the profound interplay between emptiness and mental formations, we enter a realm where concepts dissolve into clarity, and understanding reveals itself as the absence of fixed definitions. Emptiness, in the context of mental formations, is not a void or a lack of something, but rather the recognition that all phenomena, including our thoughts and emotions, are empty of inherent existence. They arise in dependence on conditions, and in their essence, they are without a fixed, unchanging self. This understanding is transformative. When we see that mental formations are empty of a permanent self, we begin to free ourselves from their grasp. Imagine a wave on the ocean. It rises, crests, and falls, but it is never separate from the water that forms it. Similarly, our mental formations arise and pass away, yet they are not fundamentally different from the flow of consciousness itself. By recognizing this, we can step back from the turbulence of our thoughts and see them for what they are, transient phenomena that do not define our true nature. A Zen master once shared a story about a monk who was tormented by anger. The monk sought the master, asking, "How can I overcome this anger that consumes me?" The master replied, "Look closely at your anger. Is it a solid, unchanging thing, or does it shift and change like the wind?" The monk reflected deeply and realized that his anger was not a permanent entity, but a fleeting formation, arising in response to circumstances and fading as those circumstances changed. With this realization, he began to see his anger not as a part of himself, but as a passing cloud in the sky of his mind. In practical reflection, we can apply this insight to our own lives. Choose a mental formation that often troubles you, a recurring thought, an emotion, or a pattern of behavior. Sit quietly and observe it without judgment. Notice how it arises, how it takes shape, and how it eventually dissolves. Ask yourself, is this formation truly mine? Or is it simply a product of conditions? As you do this, you may begin to experience a shift in your relationship to this formation. It no longer feels like a fixed part of who you are, but rather something that comes and goes, like the changing seasons. This process of contemplation is not about suppressing or eliminating mental formations, but about understanding their nature. By seeing them as empty of a fixed self, we create space for freedom. We no longer cling to them as if they define us. And in this space, we find the possibility of liberation. As we move forward, we will explore how this understanding of emptiness relates to the broader cycle of rebirth. For now, let these reflections guide you into a deeper appreciation of the transient and interconnected nature of all things. As we continue our journey into the profound teachings of Buddhist wisdom, we arrive at the interplay between mental formations and the cycle of rebirth. This intricate dance of cause and effect reveals how our thoughts, emotions, and actions shape not only our present experience, but also the trajectory of our future existences. At the heart of this process lies the role of karma, the moral law of cause and effect that binds us to the endless cycle of birth and death. The cycle of rebirth, or samsara, is not merely a physical journey, but a mental one. Our mental formations, habits of thinking, feeling, and perceiving act as seeds planted in the fertile soil of our consciousness. When nurtured by attachment, aversion, and ignorance, these seeds ripen into new forms of existence, perpetuating the cycle. Karma, in this context, is the energy of our intentions and actions, shaping the conditions of our next rebirth. It is not a punishment or reward, but a natural consequence of our mental and emotional patterns. To illustrate this, consider the Zen story of a monk who sought enlightenment by meditating under a tree. One day, a breeze rustled the leaves, and a butterfly emerged, dancing gracefully before him. The monk watched in awe, marveling at the beauty of the moment. Yet, as the butterfly flew away, he felt a pang of loss. In that instant, he realized that his attachment to the moment had created a mental formation, a subtle clinging that would influence his future experiences. This story reminds us that even the most fleeting of mental formations can leave an indelible mark on our journey through samsara. Reflecting on this, we might ask ourselves, how do my mental formations shape my understanding of life and death? Am I aware of the patterns that bind me to suffering? Or do I cling to them as if they were a permanent self? By examining these questions with honesty and compassion, we can begin to see the connection between our inner world and the larger cycle of existence. In practical terms, this reflection invites us to cultivate mindfulness in every moment. By observing our thoughts and emotions without judgment, we can identify the mental formations that drive our actions and reactions. This awareness is the first step toward breaking free from the chains of karma and rebirth. Remember, the cycle of rebirth is not a fixed destiny, but a dynamic process that we can influence through our choices and intentions. As we move forward, let us carry this understanding with us, like a gentle breeze that guides us toward clarity and liberation. The next chapter will delve deeper into the practice of reflection, showing us how to navigate the complexities of mental formations with wisdom and grace. Until then, may your reflections bring you closer to the truth of your being. In our journey through the intricate landscape of mental formations, we have come to recognize their transient nature and the profound influence they hold over our lives. Yet, true understanding does not merely lie in acknowledging their presence, but in delving deeper to reflect upon their origins, their patterns, and their impact on our path toward liberation. Reflection, when approached with mindfulness and clarity, becomes a mirror that reveals the subtle currents of our thoughts and emotions, allowing us to see them for what they are: conditioned responses shaped by past experiences and future expectations. The Buddha taught that wisdom arises not from mere intellectual understanding, but from the cultivation of insight. This insight is born from reflecting deeply on the nature of mental formations, how they arise, how they persist, and how they dissolve. By examining these processes, we begin to unravel the knots of attachment and aversion that bind us to suffering. Reflection is not a passive endeavor. It is an active engagement with the truth of our experience. It invites us to step back from the chaos of our thoughts and observe them with a gentle yet discerning gaze. Consider the story of a Zen monk who, in the midst of a heated argument, paused to reflect on his anger. He asked himself, "Where does this anger come from? Is it truly mine, or is it a reaction to circumstances beyond my control?" Through this simple act of reflection, he began to see that his anger was not an inherent part of his being, but a conditioned response to external stimuli. This realization softened his heart and allowed him to respond with compassion rather than aggression. This is the power of reflection. It transforms a reactive mind into a responsive one, illuminating the path toward wisdom and liberation. To cultivate this kind of reflection, we must create space in our lives for introspection. Set aside moments each day to observe your mental formations without judgment. Notice how certain thoughts or emotions arise and fall away, like waves on the surface of the ocean. Observe their impact on your body, your relationships, and your sense of self. Ask yourself, how do these formations serve me? Do they bring me closer to peace, or do they perpetuate suffering? Through this practice, you will begin to see the interconnectedness of your thoughts, actions, and experiences, revealing the deeper truths of existence. As you reflect, remember that the goal is not to suppress or eliminate mental formations, but to understand their nature and their role in your life. By doing so, you can navigate them with greater clarity and ease, rather than being swept away by their currents. Reflection is a bridge that connects the chaos of the mind to the calm of the heart, guiding us toward a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. In the next segment, we will explore how meditation can further deepen this process, transforming mental formations into gateways to liberation. Opening. As we delve into the practice of meditation, we uncover a profound tool for understanding and transforming the ever-flowing stream of mental formations. These formations, thoughts, emotions, and perceptions are not static, but dynamic processes that shape our experience of the world. Through meditation, we learn to observe these formations with clarity and without judgment, fostering a deeper connection to the present moment. Teaching, meditation offers us a sacred space to witness our mental formations as they arise and pass away. Techniques such as focusing on the breath, noting sensations, or observing the flow of thoughts allow us to cultivate a steady, non-judgmental awareness. This awareness is not about controlling or suppressing our thoughts, but about gently holding them in the light of mindfulness. By doing so, we begin to see the patterns and habits that influence our actions and reactions, revealing the interconnectedness of mind and body. Zen example. In the Zen tradition, there is a practice called the bell meditation. During this practice, one sits in stillness and listens to the sound of a bell as it resonates and fades. This exercise mirrors the nature of mental formations. They arise, linger for a time, and then dissolve. By aligning our attention with the impermanent nature of the bell's sound, we learn to observe our thoughts and emotions with the same open and accepting mind. This practice teaches us that just as the bell's sound is not ours to hold on to, our mental formations are transient and not fixed. Practical reflection. Recall a recent meditation experience where you paid close attention to your mental formations. Perhaps you noticed a recurring thought or a wave of emotion arising unexpectedly. What did you observe about its nature? Did it feel solid and permanent, or did it shift and change like the weather? By reflecting on these observations, we gain insight into the impermanent and conditioned nature of our mind. This awareness is the foundation for transforming our mental formations into sources of wisdom and freedom. Smooth transition line. As we learn to observe mental formations with clarity and equanimity, we prepare the ground for cultivating a deeper sense of balance and inner peace. Next, we will explore how this practice of equanimity can guide us toward a life of harmony and liberation. As we continue our journey through the wisdom of Buddhist meditation, we now turn our attention from the observation of mental formations to the cultivation of equanimity. Just as a skilled gardener tends to their plants with care and patience, so too must we nurture the seeds of equanimity within ourselves. This practice allows us to encounter the ever-changing landscape of our minds with a steady and impartial gaze. At the heart of this practice lies the understanding that mental formations, the thoughts, emotions, and perceptions that arise in our minds, are transient and conditioned. By developing equanimity, we learn to hold these formations with a balanced and detached awareness. This equanimity acts as a shield against the arising of suffering, for when we no longer cling to or resist these formations, we find ourselves liberated from the cycle of craving and aversion. To develop equanimity, we must first cultivate the habit of mindful observation. This involves gently bringing our attention to the present moment, noticing the arising and passing away of mental formations without judgment. Imagine sitting quietly, observing a thought as it emerges, like a cloud passing across the sky. By witnessing these formations with clarity and detachment, we begin to recognize their impermanent nature and our own capacity to remain unaffected by them. A timeless Zen example illustrates this beautifully. There was once a novice monk who sought to learn the way of the Buddha. He approached an old, seasoned monk and asked, "How can I attain peace in this ever-changing world?" The old monk replied, "Come with me to the river." They walked together to the river's edge, and as they stood there, a great storm arose, sending waves crashing against the banks. The novice was frightened, but the old monk remained calm. When the storm had passed, the novice asked, "How did you stay so composed?" The monk smiled and said, "I did not fight the storm. I simply observed it, knowing it would pass as it came." This story teaches us that equanimity is not about suppressing our emotions or thoughts, but about holding them with a spacious awareness. It is the ability to remain centered, even in the face of life's storms, understanding that all things are impermanent, and that our reactions can either calm or agitate the waters. Now, take a moment to reflect on a situation in your own life where equanimity would have been beneficial. Perhaps it was a time of conflict, stress, or uncertainty. Recall how you responded in that moment. Did you react impulsively, driven by fear or anger? Or were you able to maintain a sense of balance? Consider how a more equanimous approach might have transformed the situation. Reflect on this with kindness and self-compassion, recognizing that the path to equanimity is one of learning and growth. As we conclude this segment, remember that transforming mental formations through meditation is a lifelong journey. With each breath, each moment of mindful observation, we plant the seeds of equanimity, nurturing them with patience and care. In the next part of our exploration, we will delve deeper into how this transformative process unfolds over time, revealing the profound freedom that comes from mastering our mental formations. In closing, let us carry forward the wisdom of the old monk, learning to observe the storms of life with calm and clarity, knowing that through equanimity, we find true peace. In the quiet stillness of meditation, we encounter the ceaseless flow of mental formations, thoughts, emotions, and perceptions that shape our experience of the world. These formations, while natural, often entangle us in cycles of craving and aversion, obscuring our true nature. Yet, through meditation, we gain the tools to observe these formations with clarity and, in time, transform them. One practical technique for working with mental formations is to cultivate mindfulness of their arising and passing. When a thought or emotion arises, instead of immediately reacting, pause and observe it as if you're watching clouds drift across the sky. Notice its texture, its energy, and how it affects your body and mind. This simple act of observation creates space between you and your reactions, allowing you to respond with wisdom rather than habit. Another effective practice is to label mental formations as they arise, thinking, desire, anxiety, which helps to disentangle you from their pull and bring a sense of detachment. Consistent practice is essential in this journey. Like tending to a garden, transforming mental formations requires regular attention and patience. Each moment of mindfulness, each act of equanimity, strengthens your ability to see through the illusions of the mind and cultivate inner freedom. Over time, what once felt overwhelming becomes an opportunity for growth and liberation. Consider the story of a Zen monk who struggled with persistent anger. For years, he fought against his anger, trying to suppress it with willpower. Yet, it only grew stronger. One day, his teacher instructed him to simply observe his anger without resistance. Notice how it feels in your body, the teacher said. Watch how it comes and goes like a passing storm. The monk followed this advice, and gradually he realized that anger was not his enemy but a teacher. By observing it with curiosity and without judgment, he learned to recognize its patterns and respond with compassion instead of reactivity. In your own practice, commit to focusing on mental formations. Set aside time each day to sit in stillness and observe the flow of your mind. Ask yourself, what mental formations arise most frequently? How do they affect me? What is their source? Through this reflection, You will begin to see the interconnectedness of your thoughts, emotions, and actions, and you will discover the power to transform them. As you deepen your practice, remember that transformation is not about perfection, but about progress. Each moment of awareness is a step toward freedom. With patience and persistence, you will cultivate a mind that is no longer tossed about by mental formations, but stands firm in the clarity of the present moment. This concludes our exploration of Buddhist wisdom on mental formations.